Perfect. And then we're off and running. All right, I've got well, almost 8:30. Geez, I can't start early. There we go. Just flipped on my computer. 8:30 on the East Coast. Welcome to the team call. It's always a fairly short call, 15, 20 minutes, as we're backed up to the corporate call. A lot of amazing announcements coming out of the corporate call tonight you don't want to miss. I do want to talk about a couple of very quick things this evening, just pertaining to the team. Like we did last week, I'm going to go real short here, then I'm going to open it up for you guys. Excuse me. Number one, as many of you know, we have the Florida events getting ready to start next week. The links are out there for people to sign up. We did make one small change, and that is Miami's on the 6th. Deerfield Beach is still on the 7th. That's Tuesday. On the 8th, moved an event up to just north of Melbourne, which is Palm Bay. I think it's just north. Maybe it's just south. Anyway, it's just north of Vero Beach. That I know is true. And that's going to be on Wednesday. We got this great little learning center. We've used it before with another company, and it's just this cool little building. Anyway, that's going to be Wednesday. Thursday we'll be in Tampa. Please sign up for the events. And then Saturday we'll be in Orlando. Which is going to be a blast. I'll be flying in. Orlando is 11 a.m. During the week, those meetings are at 7 p.m. local time. On the Saturday, it'll be 11 a.m. The opportunity meeting lasts about 45 minutes. Randy does a really beautiful job of it. Really covers the products. He'll have samples and like that there of the trim and the QRS, the quantum relief strips. So if you've got people, that's one way to get people to come. Hey, I can get you some samples there and like that. That'd be awesome. If you're going to more than one event, number one, you need to enroll or register. The link is on the top of I texted out to a few people on the team, and I put it at the top of our Facebook groups. And Rich, if you'll put it on your page, and if anybody else has their group, make sure it gets out there. Everybody knows somebody in Florida. And, you know, it's the one during the wintertime, if you live up north like us, they call you and tell you how warm and beautiful it is. Everybody's got a friend who lives in Florida. It's time to get to an event. You know, Mark and I were talking earlier tonight, and it was like, hey, why don't we invite the people that well, number one, we were talking about like unqualified members on your team. You got anybody like that were just sort of putting their toe in? You know, you can't make any money with it. You can't learn how to swim on the side of the pool. You got to get the heck in. Just the same way with a ride at Disney World or Disneyland. You don't enjoy it to get on the ride. Same thing here. So people that have been sitting on the fence, shake the fence a little bit. Be okay if they say yes or no. But if they're serious or they're considering it, what a great opportunity for them to find out all the details. And then they will be able to say absolutely yes or maybe absolutely no. But either way is absolutely fine, because kicking them off the fence is a great thing. So that's number one. Number two, anybody you send out samples of the trim to or the quantum relief strips, get back on the phone, get them invited. Just imagine what your business does, guys. You put 10 people in one of these, couple of these meetings next week. If you can get to one and then have them come to the next one and bring people, the one in Orlando, imagine, what if you had 5 people that signed up this week? And over the next month and a half, Joy and I are going to come back down in about a month and a half, 2 months, end of April, beginning of May. We'll spend a whole week down there. But imagine your team went from 5 to about 45, 50. You know, in 2 months, ours blew well past 100. So this thing's moving quick. And with the new quantum relief strips, people are starting to hear about it. People are starting to move on it. We're just getting started, folks. So as many people as you can get to these live events, it takes it off of you. Leverage. I know most all of you, it's part-time for you. It's part-time. I get that. So leverage our time. Leverage Randy's time. Randy's going to be, again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The event on Thursday in Tampa. I'm actually going to fly in for that. I hadn't told Randy. I was going to try to surprise him, but I'll be in at Tampa. And then Friday, I'll probably be on the other side of the state again. I've got some friends and people that we built a business with over in Vero Beach and like that, and I may want to scoot over and spend some time. But then back in the Orlando area Friday night. Saturday, the big event, 11 o'clock it starts, short break, and then we got some amazing training from 1 to 3, 1 to 4. If you guys are, even if you're not new in the business, if you aren't new, you're going to love the training. If you aren't new, there's some stuff here you probably haven't heard before. in a way to do the business and the way to keep it easy, fun, because people want to have fun, and they'll join you if you're having fun, not if you made it hard. So that's number one. Number two, on the call later tonight with corporate, they've got some big announcements coming out, as they will for the next few weeks, which is exciting. And you guys know, I know I hammered it pretty good, but tomorrow night is the last night of the special member, current member promo pack on the strips, right? It's like $147 extra product. If you buy that, so if you're a current member, you have until tomorrow night at midnight or 11:59 Mountain Time. After that, it's gone. Now, somebody new signs up on Friday, brand new. They've got, if they upgrade to that pack in their first week, they'll get the special pack, including Palladium being paid at that 4th level for 8 weeks, as well as the samples. And I think I may talk about it on the call later. I forget, maybe Randy said I have time for this, but I'll mention it to you guys. Joy and I built our last business and this business on samples. Okay? Last business and this business, and we had 9,000 people in our last business. And we did samples, and they had a similar strip product. So what do? We bought packs of them and put them in packs of 3, bought our own little envelopes for them, these Mylar envelopes from Uline. I used to do videos showing people how to make labels, to put labels on their Uline Mylar bags, and we'd hand those out. Man, we grew. That's what these packs will do. They do a couple of things. One of them is you got samples. You can say, try this, not buy this. Much easier. Number 2, you're grandfathered in a Palladium. Number 3, you get an extra $147 worth of product compared to the everyday price. There's a lot of great reasons. And then Rich on last Saturday in New Jersey pointed out something really gorgeous. Of the people, and I verified it on our team too, we've enrolled about almost 60 people or so personally. And out of those people, some are, probably 20 are customers, but out of the ones that are, 35-ish, 40-ish or whatever, that said I like to do the business, or maybe I just want to think about being a member. We have like 11 of them that are actually duplicating, not just doing the business, but bringing people in who are bringing people in. So they're getting the duplication. And I noticed, I counted, of those 11, 8 of them all bought the large pack of the trim, the sample pack. Isn't that interesting? 8 of them out of the 11 bought that sample pack, but even if and that grandfathered them in at Palladium, that gave them plenty of inventory and product. I'm telling you, that's why the people grew. Okay, so same thing here. Even if you bought the other pack and you were grandfathered at Palladium, you can do this pack. It'll extend. It'll go 8 more weeks from today or tomorrow, whenever you buy it. Okay, so just be aware of that. We say that because we know it builds a business. Okay, and if you ever hear it's like, they're just saying it for us to buy more product. No. What we want is for your team to be about 20 times the size as it is now. And then we're talking some real money. Okay. So you use the tools. I want you to have the tools. Okay. So success leaves clues. Do what other people do who are being successful. Okay. Man, that's a rant and a rave for 10 minutes. My apologies, guys. I'm gonna hush up. I'm gonna turn the call over to you guys. Anything you guys like to chat about? Lines are open. I have not muted any lines.
Yeah,
so.
actually.
Yeah, first name, who is it?
Actually, hey,
Rich.
this is Richard here in New Jersey.
Yep.
In light of what you were mentioning with this builder box too, I just had a conversation with a new member in the group today, Gary, and he's been in networking for quite some time. And some of the perceptions of people is, once you've got skin in the game, they hear this all the time. Once you've got skin in the game, the more you spend, the better off you are. Well, that's not necessarily true, because if somebody buys a bunch of product to have it, but they don't know how to build a business, having as much product as you want isn't going to help. So what we are pointing out is with this builder box, it's not about product. It's about the samples, like you pointed out. Having product and talking about it doesn't sell. Having the samples and being able to get it out to folks to be able to try and not buy, like you said, is what is doing it. Every single one of my team that has the duplication is growing. And I've been doing live streams, logging into my back office and showing people. So it's not a sales pitch. It's not saying this is what we want. All the leaders are doing this because they want to pump in dollars in sales into the company. If we were asking to do that every single month to buy the product, yeah, I could say that. But by having the samples is where the duplication is going from. 100%. of it. That's where all the growth is coming from.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was great when you showed that. And I remember you mentioned it to me last week before we had the event in New Jersey. And I looked at our back office and our downline, and I went, dang, on it. You're right. I mean, that was and then looking down into everybody else's, you were only able to see yours. When I looked down into Jennifer's, Dylan's downline, she said great duplication. And everywhere, just about everywhere, except for one spot, it was people bought those packs that had the samples. You know?
Yeah, and I just bought the second builder box. The one they bought when I just got started was the trim, because that's all we had.
Right.
With the quantum release strips last week, hey, you got to take advantage of the special. And I did that when they had the special on the trim, and they had the extra samples in there. I took advantage of that too.
We did.
Took advantage of this quantum release strips.
Yep.
And it just posted a fantastic testimonial from a chiropractor, and the sample is perfect. So if you haven't seen it, you got to read it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It is a great testimonial. In fact, I think I'm there. And if you don't mind, I'll say I've had arthritis in my foot for years. I'm a chiropractor and a busy mom, always running around. I work out 6 days a week and literally don't have time for the pain. These strips are the first thing that has actually made the pain go away. Now, we really can't say that. She's a chiropractor. Maybe she can. I'm in shock, exclamation point. I am canceling my foot surgery. Wow. As I have learned that it is not actually a bone spur that is creating the pain, but a lack of movement in the joint. I immediately came home, signed up to receive the strips every month. So excited to share with my Facebook friends, Dr. Jody Dinnerman, Clinton, New Jersey. Wow. That's
I put a link there too. She's in the group, so if anybody has
awesome. That's just absolutely awesome. You know, she gets it, man. She gets it. Great stuff.
Here we go. I gave her samples on Monday night. So Monday night, 5 o'clock Eastern time, she messaged me first thing this morning, like 8 o'clock this morning. I got this message coming on the phone, and that was the message.
That's awesome. What a great way to wake up. That's cool. Cool. Good stuff. Hey guys, we bought the QRS builder box too. Joy and I did. So did Rich. So did a lot of people. Just noticed. Just take notes. Success leaves clues. Who else like to come out and chat? Oh, I can outwait you.
I just want to say thank you again to Rich and to Kathy and to Joy and to Dave for coming out to New Jersey to support the team that's doing over here. It was a fabulous time. It was awesome. And I, too, brought a builder box.
Yeah, and congratulations on hitting silver.
And you're one of the ones growing too.
Yeah, you got it. Cool beans. Congratulations, Alicia. Thank you, too. Who else?
Thank you.
It can be a question. It can be a comment. It can, you know, none of us have this whole thing figured out, guys. So if you have a question, believe me, other people have the same question. I don't know why I thought of this, but I love quotes. Success is conspicuous. You like that one? I love that one. Success is conspicuous. Who'd like to make a comment?
One thing, I'll add another comment to that.
Sure.
Monday, when I dropped the samples off at Jody, right before that, right before visiting her, I visited a naturopath. She had friended me a couple days ago, Friday or something last week, so gave her a call up. We tried to invite her to the event here in New Jersey, but she was kind of the next day, so it was kind of last minute. So I made an appointment with her to stop by her place yesterday. Monday, I stopped by there first. While I was in her office, she did some testing on the trim that she does, and it passed her test that she was doing, so she was excited to be able to try that. She's 71. And struggled to lose some weight too. So she was going to be excited to try that. She also had some friends with some meniscus bone, so they had bone on bone, knee pain. And so she was excited to try that with those persons. So I left it with some samples. I have a personal
Right.
the other company. So um, that was a convincer for me because as mentioned, if you look, I'm not asking for success stories here. I want to try this out, and I want your honest opinion, and I want to know if this works, so that don't want to waste my time with it if it doesn't work.
Right.
So when I got all the feedback from all the people that I've given it to, now it's exciting to be able to have the quantum release strips because we've got that product here. I mean, it sticks better. It does not come off. The edge is nothing.
I know.
Now, I have it on my foot, and the previous version would start to peel up and curl and all that. And I have to round the edges of these all around, but they don't stick with anything. I actually have to pull it off.
Right.
And I like that it doesn't, it's not you put it on, you rip it off, and you see the base and all the hair come off.
That's funny.
Not like a Band-Aid, like a kid. You're direct at taking a Band-Aid off. It really comes up nicely and fixes it here. So several, when you wear it for a couple of days, you're in the shower a couple of times, and just, my foot gets stuck perfect.
Yeah, it definitely comes up. It's yeah, it's fascinating. Fascinating. That's too funny, man. Too funny. I love them. I'm wearing the strips every day. We try them at different points. One thing we mentioned, I think, in New Jersey is a lot of acupuncturists, acupressure people. They actually use the strips on the meridians and the different points of the body. It's really fascinating. So different ways. Not snoring and like that. I'm putting small pieces behind the ear for better sleep and like that. Or no, it was sinuses. I think no, that was behind the ears. Better sleep was in the temples. Just small little pieces. And so trying them. One of the things I haven't done yet with these strips is I used to put a half a strip on the bottom of each foot every day. And that just tremendous energy and balance flowing through your whole body. It's like a reflexology all day long as you walk. Cool stuff.
Yeah. I thought about that gig right now. Yep, absolutely.
Cool. Guys, we got about 2 minutes. Anybody else like to share anything before we wrap up this call today?
Hi, this is Darlene. I have a question. Have you talked to anybody who's had any results with neuropathy?
Yes, we can't use that word. We had probably 100 testimonials that people. We won't use neuropathy. It sounds like a doctor, but we would use no tingling or feeling came back in their feet, and now they had feeling in their feet or their hands. That was a really consistent thing with the strips on the original version. So we would always say take a half a strip, put it at the bottom of sole of your foot. Now the other strips, they didn't stay on so good. So on the bottom of your foot, it was fantastic because if you had your foot in a sock and a shoe all day. Now in Florida, it wasn't always the case. You're in flip-flops. But, yeah, I'd put a half a strip on the bottom of each foot and keep it there. Here's what we find, guys. A third of the people get an almost instant result. And I know it looks like magic, but it's about a third of the people. The next third take about a week. That means leaving a product or using it for 7 days. And then the final third take almost a month. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know, but it's just what it is. So we have duration. You want to keep it on long enough. Hydration. Make sure people are getting plenty of water. Your whole system works better that way. And location. So if you have questions, we literally had hundreds. After all of our events, we would always do videos of people and their testimonial. I probably had 250, 300 videos of testimonials on how these strips worked on people. Some of them we couldn't use because it sounded too much like medical advice, right? But they were amazing. I had them somewhere on my computer, somewhere, but I'm not going to use them. This is a new product. So, but yes, we've heard a lot about that, Darlene. Great question.
How do you get people to continue to use the strips when it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they have no results?
You know what? You're just going to ask them to use it. You know what? I've had medicine from a doctor, and some of the doctor stuff they'll say you got to take these. I think I'm trying to think of something one of our folks take, Joy. You got to take these for 3 months before it builds itself up, right? There's medicine like that, and it's a lot of them. When you get off of it, you got to go. You have to wean yourself off because it was so healthy for you, I guess. But no, there's a lot of them that just say, if a doctor says it, and it costs $500, we're like, okay, But yeah, just ask them to try it. It may take some time. If somebody has the patience, then support them. And if they don't, well, you don't control that. You know? So I always say a third. Yeah, go ahead, Rich. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Sorry about that. I had it on my foot for that reason. I don't have neuropathy, but I had some nerve damage, I think, that happened last year. And every once in a while it flares up, and I'll get a numbness and a tingling. I put them on my foot last week on Wednesday night after we got the samples after it was released. And within a matter of, I would say, 2 hours, I think it was, I had about 40% of the feeling come back.
Wow.
The next morning it was about 80%, and then probably about midday, 2 o'clock or so, all the feeling was back. So I work for that. And it's just like what Dave said, we were explaining it before with the third. One thing we did find out, it was cumulative. So the longer they wore it, the better the effect. And
thank you.
Once it took the pain, once they got released, we don't use pain. Once it took if somebody released the pain, they can certainly say, because that's their experience. But once they got released from it, then the next time that they needed relief in the same area, and it took about several weeks for it to be released. It did not take that long the next time. So, and some of that is, it's talk with somebody that knows more about the meridians and how the electrical flow works. Once you get the electrical flow in your body back into an area that needed it, that was having some blockage or some negative energy in that area, it takes a while for the brain, the receptors in the brain, to be able to respond that that's actually the case. Because, pain can also be learned. And you think about it from the standpoint of ones who've lost a limb. My father-in-law is a prosthetist and orthotist, so they work with braces and are prosthetic. And he talks about that phantom pain, that wonderful experience. So we're not saying pain is in a person's head. They're definitely experiencing the pain, but sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for it to catch up. So to feel that, experience that release. And sometimes it's just a matter of, for the energy flow to be able to work back through the brain for that to actually work as well. So it is real. Sometimes it just does take that time.
Excellent explanation of it. I'd totally forgotten about the long-term building up to it. Thank you very much, Rich. Did that help, Darlene?
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, right on. Guys, I've got about 8 minutes before. I'm going to be on this the corporate call at 4 minutes of, so I've got 3 minutes. Please hop on. If you don't have the number, I'll give it to you. Grab a pen and paper. It starts at the top of the hour. There's going to be a live stream if you go to the Tavala Facebook page. I guess that's where they put it, on Facebook. Or it's on the phone. Here's the number. Oh, geez, what is it? Is it 425-440-5010? Okay. And then the PIN number is 408019. Just going off of memory there, but let's see if I'll double check it just to make sure I gave you the right first number. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 425-440-5010 and the PIN 408019#. And I'll be taking intros. Holler out there. First name, where you're calling in from when you get on the call. That'd be awesome. Guys, thanks for your time tonight. Remember, tomorrow's night is the last time to buy the boxes, and you're going to want the samples. So have a great night, guys. Appreciate you. For a lot of you in Florida, can't wait to see you. Have a great evening. Bye for now.